What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy, Next Gen 720, and I'm back with another video. And I'm going to report to you guys some sad, gloomy news. Because know what it is? Fuck them. I'm not saying all jokes out, down to business. Because I don't think a lot of you Nintendo fans see how bad of a shape Nintendo's in right now. Well, the NPD are out for the month of January. And VG charts, they had the Wii U selling about 70K for the month of January, which is horrible, you know. But actually, it's more worse. I'm gonna read. It says the Wii U sells. VG charts is not the official NPD. You know what I mean? But it's like sometimes they do overtrack and sometimes they undertrack. But it says the Wii U sells less than 55K in the month of January. Some very bad news for Nintendo folks, incredibly bad, like the worst selling month for Nintendo home console under Iwata. I'll post a story about the full NPD January 2013 later tonight, but the Wii U hardware sales deserve their own post. GameStra is reported that Nintendo's new HD console sold only between 45 to 59K units over the course of a 5-week tracking period. 5 weeks. Over a course of a 5-week tracking period in January. For reference, the GameCube sold 60K units in January 2006. I'm gonna stop that story there. Now, you got people like Chokyo, you got people like Jedi New York, you got people like Trey talking about the Wii U sold 3.million in some odd weeks, which it did. Numbers don't lie, it did. But what has it done since then? Well, it did something the PlayStation 3, the Xbox 360 couldn't do. You're absolutely right. I want you guys to hop in my hot tub time machine, no homo. You do realize those consoles were sold out at launch. You do understand that the Xbox 360 launched in 3 regions simultaneously: North America, Europe, and Japan on the same damn day. I think Japan may have been a day or two later, but the same day. The PlayStation 3 was sold out at launch. And what I mean, I remember honestly because I wanted to get my son an Xbox 360 for Christmas. Also, I got mine, but I wanted him to get one. He wanted one after he played mine. I was getting him one for Christmas, and I couldn't. Honestly, you couldn't walk into a store, and buy one until like February. Honestly, it's the God's honest truth. But here, check this out. It doesn't end there. It says February's NPD numbers are going to be an absolute slaughtering for the Wii U unless something changes. They'd be lucky to break 30K units next month. Like, these numbers are horrible, And I'm like I said, and I think a lot of you guys have subbed to me, think Desire hates Nintendo, and I get tired of like going back and forth. Because I don't hate no company. I'm not a rated D. I don't hate any guy. If a company has a great game, I'm all about it. I just don't care for Nintendo's first party titles like Mario and Donkey Kong. I don't like games like that. You know what I mean? So, it's not that stuff doesn't appeal to me. But to put this into perspective, the Wii U sells 55K in January. The Xbox 360 sold 281,000 units. The PlayStation 3 was 170K for the month of January, and the Wii U sells 55K. That is bananas. And the sales for the month of February are even worse than the January so far, the first week. They said they'd be lucky to break 30K. The last week I did a story saying the Wii U sold 34,000 pieces of software for the month of January in the UK. And you guys said, oh, that's just the UK. Well, here it is in North America. And that 34 plate, that was included Nintendo Land. Now here we are in North America, the biggest consumer of anything. And the Wii U's is shipping out these numbers. What Nintendo honestly need to do, and if you guys were sub to me from day one, I've always said Nintendo's taking their same business model that they had with the Wii and taking it into this day generation. You understand that times change, people change. The customers that you had back then. So look, you understand that the nation is over, the world is over the whole motion control thing. It's over, we passed that. How do we know that? Just honestly think about it. When the Wii U came out, it was a hit. It was a fad. I bought my grandmother one. I bought the one for a church. I bought one for the old folks home. I bought my kids some. I didn't really care for it. You know what I mean? But then you had things like the Kinect come out and PlayStation Move, which were more accurate, really real motion controls. And the Wii has been in last place since then. Honestly, God's honest truth, the Wii has been in last place as far as sales. So when Nintendo, and like I said, the software attach rate wasn't that great either. Honestly, like I said, multi-plats didn't really do too well. The few that they had, third-party games didn't really do too good on Nintendo's platform. Just their first-party titles, real shit. And Nintendo said when they managed the bridge with the developers, they burnt a few bridges over the years. Nintendo always had this arrogance to them, for whatever reason. And but anyway, bring you to the present day. And there are rumblings that that Madden 25 is not coming to the Wii U. There's rumblings that you know that you know Tiger Woods and FIFA are not coming to the Wii U platform. And the last company, honestly, to lose EA support was the Dreamcast, and they went out of business. But I understand EA is just. I know EA may not be as big as it used to be, but it's not about Madden anymore. Cause shit, FIFA is a bigger game than Madden right now. But EA makes a lot more than just Madden, the sports title. EA has Battlefield. EA has a Mass Effect trilogy, the series. EA has Dragon Age Origin series. EA has uh, what else? Battlefield, Mass Effect, Dead Space franchise. EA has a few franchise. You know what I mean? And like you said, that's like, whoo. I don't know what to say. And it's like I said, I'm not making fun of anyone here. This right here, you can't damage code. You can't spend this. I understood they sold 3 million, but after they sold that, then what? The attach rate for the system is horrible. Horrible. No one's buying any games. And I said this. I said, is Nintendo doing the same thing, or are they? When I say taking the same business model, like they have not learned from their mistakes. They put out a console without their network in order. So how's the hardcore gamer going to take this platform serious? They had a Nintendo Direct today, and they talked about a bunch of 3DS titles. Well, what's the purpose of all these directs every goddamn other week? Like, come on, man. Say the Nintendo gave the publishers and devs, they gave them dev kits, but didn't tell them how strong the dev kits were. They had to figure that shit out themselves. And what kind of way is this to do business? You know what? The reason why I give Microsoft kudos, Microsoft was the new kid on the block, and when they learned from a lot of their mistakes from the original Xbox. And they did. They learned from a lot of mistakes, and they came out with the 360. If you remember, I don't know if you guys remember, Assassin's Creed I believe was supposed to be a PlayStation 3 exclusive, and Microsoft started beating down developers' doors, say, "Hey, we let you use our studio, let you use our tools, show you how to use it, and stuff." And they really won over the devs. The publishers. Shit. Microsoft sells a lot of goddamn software. Multiplat sell like a motherfucker on the Xbox 360s, and their exclusives sell like a motherfucker. This guy's on his truth. Whether you can say what Microsoft don't have no games, shit me. Whatever games they do got, they selling like motherfucking flapjacks. That's the goddamn truth. But anyway, and this is not on some fanboy shit. This is some real shit, right? What can Nintendo do to turn this around? Because this 55K, wow, they need a price drop. What I think Nintendo should do is, hate to say they pull a Sega, come up with another system next year, but knock this shit down to about $200. Honestly, knock it down to about $200 because honestly, I see the Wii U is getting a price cut in the near future because it's not going to be able to hold its own compared to the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox 720. And plus, the Wii is putting this up in the space as being a next generation platform. I understand it's next generation in terms of when the system released. It came out in the 8th gen, as far as spec wise, what's under the hood. You know what I mean? As far as the HD console, they don't have to give a price drop. You know what I mean? They got to give a price drop and maybe knock it down to about $250, $200. And especially, you know what I mean, and try to compete, then go back after the kids or something. Like, I don't know what the hell they're going to do. These numbers here are dismal. And this is not, no, this is not a troll video. This is some real shit right here. I will leave a link in the description. You guys can check it out if you want. But as I always say, hey Trey, I want my $50 too, nigga. Bang, bang. Ah! Damn, dog. 55K? I got that in the bank.